Hello, everyone, and welcome to Random Number Generation. This is episode 32, Link's Awakening DX Randomizer with Astroglyph, Muffin, Spice Father, Alpha 5, and Phantom Matt are both going to be on commentary. Before we get started here, information on all of our Hotfix shows is available at GameStunnedQuick.com/Hotfix. From there, you can find out more information about submitting your runs to any of our shows. If you're on YouTube and you'd like to support our live content, also, hi, everyone on YouTube. Please consider checking out our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GDQ. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice every month for free. Please consider using your Prime Gaming account to subscribe to the GDQ Twitch channel. With that being said, hey y'all, how's everybody here doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah, doing fantastic.
Excited.
Nervous.
I am stoked.
It's gonna be a thing.
I'm gonna remember that, Alpha. We're just gonna call this a thing the whole time. So if something happens, it's a thing. If we don't like it, it's a thing. If we do like it, it's a thing. I like this thing. We'll remember that throughout. That sounds
You like
good.
the thing.
It's an experience. The play's a thing, maybe? I don't know.
I'm already seeing some references in chat also to the names. We appreciate that. And again, our commentators, Alpha and Phantom Matt here, will bring in the lore. We do want to get started here in a couple minutes. Our runners will not join us in voice until after the race is done for the most part. This is just, again, to give our commentators the lead here on letting everybody know what's going on here at LADX Randomizer. Is there anything you all want to say before we start? Any kind of, before we start shout outs, anything about the game and Randomizer proper?
Oh, I got one. Shout out to Dade. He's the guy who put all this together for us, and he has a little surprise at the very end of the seed for us too, that you guys might like. He's the main developer behind this LADX randomizer, and he's done a really good job with what he's done.
I agree. Shout out to Dade. Really cool person. He's super friendly, and
Definitely.
he's happy to literally talk about the randomizer at any time in the Discord. It's great.
Yeah, David's done a fantastic job. There's Saber, Crystal Saber has also done another randomizing. They've both done an astounding job on creating both of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out to both
definitely.
Saber and Dade.
Well, Saber can't be in 9 in this one, so that is my extent to which I know Crystal Saber from Zelda 1 Rando. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
cool. All right, runners, I don't want to keep you or our viewers waiting any longer. Are y'all ready to go?
You bet.
I think I am.
All
Let's
right.
go.
On your count, Muffin.
All right. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go! Good luck and have fun, runners. I will be seeing you when we take our first break.
Okay, so this is the Link's Awakening DX randomizer. There's a lot of stuff going on. They're playing a key sanity seed, which means everything is randomized everywhere, and they started off with a boomerang. Okay,
That's dangerous.
that is so it's gonna open up the I'm just laughing at Spice's right set that he's picked. That's gonna open up every check that you would normally get with the sword early. Seashells are also randomized. That's tail key in the well.
That's
Okay.
All right, so a
All
lot of
right.
stuff is going to happen, and it's going to happen really quick in a lot of places. Finding tail key means that we can immediately just go to Dungeon 1 and start opening a few tests.
There's powder! Like,
Ugh.
okay! Alright,
Here
so
we
they
go.
should be going down to the beach at the very least to check. It looks like,
Beach is
my
just
top
50
right.
rupees.
yeah, Glyph is going to go check Tail Cave right away. Muffin's also heading there, if I have those streams right.
Yeah.
The 50 rupees
No,
is a little more.
Astro and Glyph are both going to D1 first.
Yeah,
Both
so,
Muffin and Spice have checked the beach and found 50 rupees.
Matt, just a quick question. Just because I'm not familiar with parts of this randomizer, did they change? You need the sword to steal normally. Is that the case in this one as well?
I honestly don't know, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
assume yes.
so the shop requires you to steal, you need to have the sword. You can still buy things, but stealing requires the sword, and that is the Nightmare Key.
Okay. So you got the Nightmare Key for D1, which potentially
so
means that we
They
could...
can't beat Moldhorn without the sword, though. What is this scene?
This is ridiculous. We have the power bracelet, which gives us even
Oh.
more overworld access now.
Oh
Because
no!
now we
I
can just pick up any block on the overworld.
Yeah. Okay. There's a key cavern, small key. There. It's really hard to keep track of what's going on Spice's side. He picked up a nightmare key or an entry key, but he's saving quit out of it, so he doesn't know where that necessarily goes until he checks his menu. Meanwhile, I haven't seen anybody make a shop play.
I believe that someone on the top did, but I didn't see what was.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody go in there yet. I've been checking all week. So the forest, actually, now that they have bracelet, there's a bunch of checks here. They're gonna get this chest right here. And that's a small key for Angler Tunnel. That's all we need to be able to full clear that dungeon. So that's gonna be fun. There's a heart container there, and Spice, I think, has forgotten you can't steal, but picking up bombs is very important. You cannot steal without the sword. So Spice does remember that. That is a beak. That's a silly one, and that is arrow capacity, so that's potentially helpful for later as we see Spice making the Dream Shrine play, which nobody else has elected to do.
I don't know if Spice can do anything here.
Yeah,
no,
he
they
got the
can break
boomerang.
one chest.
Yeah, he
Does
can.
boomerang destroy the thing?
No, but it stuns them, so you can just walk straight past them.
Uh,
Spice dies if they do 3 hearts of damage. Meanwhile, we see Glyph going to check this Mad Batter. All the Mad Batters have one item. And since Glyph has powder, we're gonna go check that. Spice is making the prairie play. Astro just cleaning up forest. And that's more big money for Spice. That might be important if they have to buy a required item from the Great King Wart later.
okay. Astro's making some smart moves, getting all of these mimic mover. What are these things called? I forget.
Those are mimics.
Yeah, getting all the mimics out of the way, just pushing them into the wall.
Oh, there's a Color Dungeon small key in that little path between there and Color Dungeon. That's gonna be useful because we will need some Color Dungeon small keys potentially.
Alright.
I forgot they couldn't check that chest in a log cave, and the Harp of Shame is more money.
Whew.
So
a
I believe
lot.
Spice is gonna go check Tail King key. Or yeah, he should be checking that because he has bombs and powder. Return home feature being used there. By Glyph. They're headed back to Z1. Do they have bombs now?
Yeah. They bought
Yeah,
bombs
if they have bombs, they're gonna go check the guy who normally gives you boomerang, and then they're probably gonna go to D1. Also, now that they have bracelet, they'll check the other chest on the beach over to the right.
Those all horse heads?
That's a compass for 980 rupees. Yeah, okay, so what does boomerang guy have? Blue tunic. Okay.
Not bad. That'll
Yeah.
be very helpful.
It's
Well, we don't have any
helpful,
hurts.
although unfortunately we can't tell that Glyph has blue tunic.
Look, it's a subrosion tunic, alright?
Yeah, it is. They're wearing it under their subrosion robe. That's what it is.
To answer a question in chat, we don't know who's winning. We have different progress for most people. We see,
So-
for example, Muffin Jets has the key for Eagle's Tower. but
That's
no one else-
Flippers. That's Flippers for Glyph making the ghost house play. I wasn't aware that item spawned without returning the ghost in this randomizer, so I'm
Well-
curious. Flippers, that's just gonna make the seed even worse because now there's even more things that are open. And Glyph is gonna go buy the heart container. Not spend the rupees, and see that a compass is the 980 purchase. Who needs that?
This is ridiculous. What kind of speed did Dade give us?
It's something nasty, but it's very possible that this will just rapidly progress. Glyph will probably go check. Animal Village Canelet Castle is now also. There's 5 checks there. That they can do all of, I believe. Can they defeat the ball and chain trooper with the boomerang? I don't actually know. I never get the boomerang.
I think I've tried to, and it does damage.
Yeah,
them?
I think it does. It might also stun. Glyph may also be doing a check on Color Dungeon because they have the items required for it, and they have a key. And what? There's like 2 checks that they can do right now. So we'll see a Color Dungeon play where Spice is heading into D2, and
There's
there's
some
a secret
seashell?
seashell. Nothing's locked behind the seashells, I believe. So
I sure hope not.
yeah.
Here's a color dungeon play. coming from
Someone
Cliff.
vetted the seed, right? They
They
said they
did.
did.
Oh, don't start with that, please. Every single time on this show, we get that question, and something
Okay,
just
no, the-
invariably happens.
No, we're just looking at it. It's ridiculous. But okay, so the owls,
No.
the owls have hits. But the developer, oh, I like the Shy Guys being turned into snippets. That's good. But vetted the seed, so this might be a spicy start and then end perfectly.
I think
so
Jade
the
has a
tech-
case for content as well.
Oh, absolutely. So we're gonna see a full clear of Color Dungeon. There's a bunch of tests
boy.
in here. They have 1 small key, so we will see. You need 3 to full clear the dungeon. Meanwhile, oh, fishing game for Astro. I didn't see if they got anything useful.
Astro.
Wait, isn't Astro in my bottom left, or is that Muffins?
No, that's Muffins.
Oh, that is Muffins. I have them flipped. Oops. Yeah, we had it for Muffins. I didn't see if they got anything useful.
Alright. Just
Yeah, Matt,
cruising
where
our
would you
way
go?
through. Where would I go?
Yeah.
Home. I would not
It's
be
like-
able to clear this seat already. I'll tell
Yeah,
you that much.
no, I would have probably done the silly thing and just gone to Animal Village, because at least one, I get the warp, and I never seen someone fight the stone Hinox with Boomerang, and it apparently does way less damage than Bow. But, I just click
So
on
now
this
we're
thread.
going to go do bingo room over on Glyph. So that'll get us 1 more item. Oh,
And
there's
we
Bow
found
Wow.
Bow Wow!
I forgot there was a chest in this room, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, so Bow Wow will, the settings for this rando, do make it so that Bow Wow will only spawn in the swamp, which is nice, and that's bomb, and that's all Glyph can do currently there. We'll see
You
some
need
bird
a
plays
key in
from
order to
Muffins.
progress further.
I see a bird key there. That must have been, maybe that was what was in fishing, so I don't see. Oh, wait, no, I see a bird key for Glyph, I don't see it for Spice. Not sure what that bird key was. Do you have any idea, Matt?
I don't know.
Oh,
for
it's
certain.
that one
Might have
room in
been-
D1 that people
Yeah.
saving quit out of. That's what it was.
So Spice hasn't visited that yet?
Or at least I thought Spice did. That's a secret seashell. Spice has done a lot of checks down here. that
I
we can
feel
make.
like it might be the chest on the way to Ghost House.
Yeah, that's
Every other that's not necessarily true because Muffins doesn't have the flippers.
Yeah, so, oh, you,
Interesting.
Glyph just clipping into the wall. You can do that to skip those flowers. It's fast. Yeah, we're running low on checks that
So
we can make without Feather.
a curious
hey-
thing in the chat, top right, which is GlyphDX, is actually playing as this Abrosion from the Oracles games on the Game Boy Color.
Yeah. The one check actually, and this, you know what, this would be content for me if they did this with Canlet, if they have to trade and sequence into Canlet Castle right now.
You have an obsession with royalty, Alpha.
Yeah, that's very possible, but that would be a play. There's 5 checks there with flippers. They can access Canlet Castle and do all of the clears since they also have bombs. So that's a play they can make.
Actually, So sword is the only thing that can damage Moldorm, right?
Yeah.
They can at
Moldorm
least still
literally-
get a couple more chests out of getting a key for there, which they did.
Yeah, so we're seeing a play over to the probably over to the water. I want to say that Glyph is going to Animal Village or something like that, or he's headed up, going towards the villa or the castle. goes down. I was doing the checks on the 2 seashells here. I didn't miss them by doing them, but I don't believe they led to anything.
That's a secret seashell. Wow, that's vanilla.
There's been a bunch of vanilla secret seashells. And,
I mean, there's
oh
so many.
god, the spice. Spice is Billy Sprites.
What is that? Was that a bunch of waddledees?
Yes. I love it.
My god.
Alright, spice checking seashell chest. But yeah, so far we are running low on checks. And what did spices pick up? I don't... Is that hookshot?
Hookshot.
Okay!
That's hookshot.
Why did nobody else picked up? That was something I found interesting. Is that people had 10 rupees, they didn't pick up bombs, they went to check D1, and now Spice is a hookshot.
Where was this hookshot?
It
Where
was behind the seashell wall in D1.
Oh.
So that. Remember when I said earlier that like the worst seed I ever had was bracelet hookshot flippers at the start?
Yeah.
The seed sure is bracelet hookshot flippers at the start. As we're just gonna see a land mullet pick here.
Dade definitely has that taste for content.
That's good. And okay, I guess Glyph actually defeated it and got a golden lead.
That'll
we'll
be useful.
checking. Yeah, it could be. You know, if they don't get feather or mushroom, there's a small key for Turtle Rock.
Alright, so now we see Astro heading towards the desert as well. Spice is heading towards
Magic
Animal
Powder is
Village.
in Key Cavern. That is not helpful. Yeah, Spice not having flippers but having hookshot, also able to access desert. This is the last check for desert.
That was a Clefairy.
There's feather. Okay.
It's in the desert?
Yeah, bottom right of desert.
So
Okay,
that pretty much opens everything now.
Yeah, so that's everything. Most of a rando is finding feather. You can beat the entire game without feather if your name is Dragon C0 and you're a psychopath, but nobody wants to do that. It's so hard.
Alright, so now we might get 2 more people getting their feathers right quick, Astro and Spice.
Yeah, they're not far behind, although Astro having flippers, Spice having hookshot, but I feel like Spice is the one at the disadvantage. Just because hookshot is a check that they will make probably once they find sword. So unless sword is hookshot locked, I feel like Spice is in a worse position.
They say that Magic Powder is a key cat. So I'm pretty sure all of the hint blocks do a hint as to which items are where.
Yeah, and there's a tail key, small key, or tail cave, small key. Astro was thinking whether or not they want to. Okay, they're saving and quitting here. If they didn't return home, I think they were thinking about going back to Tail Cave. Where would they go? As we see Muffins on the beach.
They're all just high-fiving except for Muffins.
There's a shout-outs to Snorlax. Or Zorlax. It wasn't the right color, so it's probably Zorlax.
Alright,
Another
so now
old
we're
runner of this game.
I believe that Astro and Glyph are now heading up towards Dream Shrine.
So, they can't really do anything without... I don't think that's in logic. I think without sword or shield or anything, it's not. It might be. Oh, boomerang can damage it, never mind.
Compulsion. Yeah, that's fine.
Not something you come across, ever. Spice actually being able to get that Tail Cave key vanilla style. So here's the first Armos Shrine check. And it's a compass for the color dungeon.
Compass.
And it
Incredibly
doesn't
useful.
finish because you can't defeat Armos Knight with the items that they had. I thought that that's why I thought that dip was a little it wasn't something I would have done because you can't check both. And Armos Maze is forever. Alright, so here's fishing. Oh, the first one got away. It's kind of just what you do.
You let the
It's-
first one go because the goal is the one directly underneath
Yeah.
you, which normally
It's-
has a piece of heart.
There's a
but-
way to go faster while catching both of those fish, but I think Glyph enjoys having wrists, so it's not mashing like that.
All right. So it looked like we had a catfish's maw small catfishing, right?
Yeah. And again, if
Spice.
okay, there's the
is-
return home. I'm wondering what the check is. Spice is doing the same things.
Oh, now we can naked super jump to get the other
Oh,
chest in.
Yeah, but this
Dream
is
Shrine.
still technically not in logic to be outside. The place where Astro is, as Astro's trying to do a chest turn, gets it. There's the face shrine nightmare key. These
Very
are two chests I did forget about. Once they picked up Feather, they can access these chests. And Astro's just doing chest turns. It's a frame perfect trick.
Full
I-
flag, this one.
What did Glyph get?
I don't know because I was looking at Astro.
Okay, so
turn.
Muffins is trolling me personally by swimming around Candlelight Castle rather than checking Candlelight Castle.
No, there is a check here. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, there is a check here, but Spice realizing that you cannot defeat the Armos Knight with Boomerang
Learning the hard way, the boomerangs don't affect men in shields.
is trying hook shot, but you can't do that.
Powder, maybe that'll work.
Yeah, just hit the return home button.
Oh, looks like you get teased again. Muffin going along the path to go in.
It's
Candle, just
possible
walks
that you
away.
can't slash open that grass without sword.
You also.
That might be something. That might be something that is true. Spice heading back to D1. They still haven't found sword. This is rough. And so if one of them finds if Glyph or Astro go and find hookshot, or Spice finds slippers, I feel like the immediate play is going to be checking D5. Spice is trying to super jump here, but has to be very, very careful as to not change their facing. And oh man, the pixel precise movement there for big rupees.
Rupees.
And then just a wall clip jump there. It's like the only spot in the game where we do that.
Spice getting trolled by Zubat on the way out.
Spice is going to go check. I don't know what these are going to look like. Oh my goodness.
This looks horrendous.
This is horrifying. Spice, why?
This was a choice.
I can't even tell because they spin all the way around. This is really hard.
It was right.
It was right, but still. Okay,
Muffin's
so
doing rapids and getting sword.
Okay, that's what a scene. Okay, so I'm gonna say Muffins is in the lead now because they
Oh,
they
absolutely.
can actually progress. Meanwhile,
Muffin can now finish D1.
yeah. Meanwhile, Glyph is making me happy, and it says Muffins also has Fire Rod or Magic Rod. So these are the Kayla checks. That's the second of 3. Or the second of
It's a
5.
magic rod in this game.
Yeah, I
See you,
changed
Chad.
it. I changed it. So Muffin's using their flippers to go do rapids and is rewarded greatly for it. Can now make the full Armos check. And that's a shield. That's what was there. That puts the other parts of D1 in there. Canleth required the Bottle Grotto Nightmare Key. I know what Spice is trying to do. He's trying to use the super jump there to flip into the wall on the bottom so that he doesn't have to go all the way around. And then is using a pull trick to not mess up their Y position. Or they could just boomerang their way through to great justice. And here's the Cadillac play from Astro as well. They're gonna get a required Smokey. We'll see what Armos Knight has now, because Muffin has Sword and also Fire Rod. Where the heck did Muffin get Magic Rod?
It has to be somewhere in Candlelit, I guess.
Oh, was that in the moat?
It could be.
That would be brutal. And there's the medicine from the Ball and Chain Trooper.
Delicious.
Oh, good. I'm excited because well, I'm not excited for the strats because it's just fire. It's just Magic Rod strats.
You're the
Second
man
most
of the
boring.
content, just like I am.
Yeah,
You
they're
wanna
the
steal.
second most boring fight for Armos Knight. Boot strats are the best. They're slower because you want to kill Armos Knight as close to the bottom as possible. And it's really hard to let that up with Boot.
Just like Fire Emblem, shoot magic at armored units, win.
Yeah, okay, Piece of Heart, not the best, but, you know, every check counts. Nobody else... Okay, so this is where Glyph is gonna make up some time. They will find Hookshot here if they check the seashell chest.
Astro going for the... Forgets that... Astro forgot they have flippers. Went
Oh,
for a
boy.
Jesus jump. And then was like, oh, I splashed in the water.
Jesus jumps being a frame-perfect pause on top of the water. You can only do it if you don't have flippers. You can do it on lava while having flippers, but you can also lava swim instead, and that's better. But
No, this is a D5 check, I think. Nope. Thank goodness.
No. Why would you dip D5 without the hookshot? It feels bad every time. Especially when you don't have sword, you can't... Like, if you don't have sword, every check there is terrible.
The
I wonder
angler
if
key
Spice
is
is even
sitting
gonna
in
check
Martha's
Ghost
baby
House.
loot.
I hope he knows that that location is has a chest, or has a check. We're gonna go see Astro make the Mad Batter 2 play. This could yield something. Could have the Pegasus boots. They're not gonna find a sword unless they are silly. And now I'm realizing that Muffins does not have Feather yet, so Muffins is about to be where everybody else is. There's Glyph's Hookshot, but will they do Rapids? Who knows? Very few bosses you can defeat without sword in this game. The boss of Dungeon 2 is one of them. And then the boss of Dungeon 5. Or 6, not 5.
You can also do Dungeon 4 with that one.
And then I guess 7 and 8. Yeah, I guess it's more, but... You can't get to the bosses without sword. There we go. That's the right way to say that. And Heart Container in the Rock's Feather chest, but not having sword cannot finish that dungeon.
No, wait, go back, Spice. That was a piece of power.
It's pizza time. That's all you need to know.
Alright. Speaking of D5 checks, here
I...
goes Astro.
Yep. Astro's not gonna get what they want. They don't have hookshot. They don't have sword. They're gonna get 1 check out of this. 2. They're gonna get 2 checks out of this.
No, 3.
Do they have a small key for doing that? Oh, they did. So they'll
They
have
can
this one.
pull whatever is in. They can do early hookshot, couldn't they? If we want to be truly
Don't
silly.
know, Astro. Why didn't you go back and get the fairy from the spark? You have boomerang. Okay, this is something else that they can do. This is technically something that could be considered in logic because of where hookshot is. As we see Glyph heading back to Dungeon 2. I didn't see how many small keys they had. So yeah, pit buffering can push you down if you buffer on the same frame that Link falls in a hole. Oh, and we're seeing the Moblin Cave check from Spice Valley. I don't remember if anybody else did this.
That's terrifying.
That sprite.
Oh my god.
That sprite is so good. Alright, so good luck, God.
No victory for you.
Alright, we're learning things today, folks.
Yeah, we are. Boomerang doesn't hurt it. Doesn't hurt King Moblin.
This is... Who's gonna be the only person who's gonna go meme rapids? Like, I really thought Spice would have made a Oh, Spice doesn't have flippers. So, you can't do rapids without flippers. Unless they fix that or change that for the randomizer. Normally, what lets you transition down waterfalls is having the flippers in this game. Because if you go down the waterfall without flippers, you've ruined your game. That also is a fact of the Rapids game. I'm not sure. Spice, not having this, get to see Jesus jump there. Grabbing that piece of heart.
We will get to see what's in Moblin Cave now that Muffins is going in there.
Yeah. So that's what the Moblin King's supposed to look like.
Smooth fight.
Oh yeah, shoutouts to this tracker. Muffins made it. Forgot to do that.
And Muffin
Oh,
gets
okay.
the empty chest. Nice.
Okay, so Master
there's
Alpha
one
has
empty chest.
what's supposed to be there.
Yeah. There's also 1 or 2 Zol chests, right?
Okay, so here is Glyph doing the Canelet. Yeah, there's 2 Zol chests. Doing the Canelet moat check.
Astro is going in for Rapids, which means Sword Hoe.
Alright, so that is very important. That's going to be a big boon to Astro. We'll be able to actually start clearing some things. And we'll probably pick a push shot. That will probably put Astro in the lead. I didn't see what was in Canelet moat. I looked away again. I still have no idea where.
Oh, Magic Rod was in Rapids. Magic Rod
Magic Rod
was
was in Rapids. Oh my, Rapids is
It's
such
Magic
a good
Rod
play.
Fire.
What the heck?
Magic Rod Sword.
It's
What
such
a
a strong.
disgusting. What a
Okay,
disgusting Rapids.
That's some spiciness from our developer. Oh boy. Okay, so Astro is a D1 check away from being very ahead. Similarly, Muffins is also a D1 check away from just being ahead now that they have everything else.
Skybilz reminds me, everybody stay hydrated during this random. It's very
Oh,
important.
yes. Please do. Also, I wanted to ask, because we're talking about Spice and we're talking about memes, are there any other memes that folks watching maybe LADX for the first time should be aware of? Because we're hearing these reactions out of y'all, and I want to know a little bit more about that.
So, Rapids, you pay what, 100 rupees to get 2 chests, right?
Yeah, to get 2 chests, and it's completely optional. No category uses it except for one called No Stew, because you can super swim out of bounds to enter D6 without a key. So that's nice. But it's very silly, and it's a silly check.
Let's see, what other memes have we referenced?
I mean, Canelet Castle is just my fault, frankly.
Alpha has an addiction to royalty.
Yeah,
and
it's-
must go towards any castle.
Yeah, it's true. I came up with this great Jesus jump idea behind Canelet Castle that's supposedly 7 seconds slower, except the only proof of that we have is them world record holder saying it's not, trust me. So
Look,
until
I'll
we
trust Sagas over you. So.
I mean, I'm gonna trust Sagas too, but I'm not gonna believe him until, like, no vid, no did.
Fair enough. Alright, we get bombs in first chest of D4.
Astro is spending so much time, like, just wasting tons of time doing these chest turns. And I don't see a hook shot on Muffins unless they haven't updated their tracker. They did finish D1, but I don't see a hook shot. And that's concerning to me.
Oh, that was a bad typo.
So that's really bad for Muffins.
Yeah, Link's Awakening is incredibly weird plot-wise. What you guys keep on seeing while Glyph is swimming is actually the sprite from the Oracle's games, where the Subrosians are in the hot springs.
Alright, here's Spice's
Much
rap game.
to everybody's lament, it's not Link in a Snuggie. Sorry.
Oh, and I guess another thing to meme about Raft Game is if you want your easiest entry point to any form of Link's Awakening speedrunning, Link's Awakening Switch, because there is a timer, does have Rapids RTA as a category. Which is really crazy because you could use the hook shot to be super optimal. What is it? Sprite?
I think it's a worm.
Okay, and Spice has got a stick. That's not the actual stick, Sprite, that's the sword. So I'm
Everybody's
gonna say,
making good progress.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Glyph still doesn't have sword.
and
Whereas
can
I
do these
think
tight
everyone else
corner
does.
jumps to clear dungeon 4 though. But yeah, the part that I'm most worried about is the part where Muffin does not have hookshot because they skipped that chest, possibly unknowingly, or they've just had it the whole time and you know haven't marked it, and I haven't seen their menu.
We'll find out.
I don't think they have it though.
It's okay. You only need hookshot to beat one of the dungeons, but it's required for that dungeon.
Yeah, it's required. It puts certain things in logic, like a D8 dip requires every item that isn't magic rod.
Oh, we got a mirror shield from Glyph in D4.
Okay, that
Wonderfully useful item. Most
well,
useful item in the game, some might say.
you know when you get it, you know that D8's in logic. I don't think Pegasus boots can be in D8 because you need them to. Yeah, you need them to get through. So there's shovel could be in D8.
Spice making those moves, getting D1 clear, which means I believe Spice and Muffins are actually tied for the lead.
Right, but Muffins has slippers, Spice has hookshot.
That's true.
I have the strange feeling that Spice might go and check Ghost House after clearing D4. It also
I feel
might
like
just be a
Spice is
check
in the
that Spice
neighborhood.
wouldn't go and check. There's Mushroom for Astro. That means they can go and check Witch's Hut now.
Yeah.
And Spice still using. I was like, Spice is using the boomerang, but I forgot that Spice had sword. Glyph is doing this puzzle. You know the pattern based on opening the door to Q-Ball's room. Something you don't really see in any category is literally this room, like, ever. But not having a sword can't super jump around it, and just gets a piece of heart. I believe they have the Nightmare Key for Angler Tunnel. I could be wrong.
That's a question that's not on the tracker,
a
unfortunately.
null, and I'm guessing the answer is no, they don't have it. Or they didn't want to fight Angler Fish with bombs.
You have boomerang though, can't that hurt it?
I don't know. I know Hookshot can't.
Alright, so now we're going up on the mountains on Astro's screen.
So
let's
Astro's probably
see
gonna do
what's
it-
inside.
Yeah, what's inside Rooster? This is basically like a level 2 bracelet check, so you need level 2 bracelet to get whatever's here normally.
And it's beak. We don't need it. Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
they put that in because you can go get the Rooster, but then that would require songs. Oh right, they can't enter D8. They don't have Ocarina or Frog Song of the Souls. That's not in logic either.
Mhm.
I don't think unless you need Shovel to get Bow from like Villa, D8 probably won't have any useful items in it.
I feel like Wind Waker is pretty normal. Merix.
But here's a D5 dip from Muffins. They don't have
See what's
hookshot
in it.
though.
Nope, nobody's gonna be going to see much of this. But you know who does? Glyph has hookshot.
Yeah, Glyph
no
has
sword.
hookshot. Glyph has no sword, but basically has enough stuff to do a couple checks. They can't defeat.
They can't
Master
go past
Stalfos?
Master Stalfos because you need the sword to knock him down.
Yeah. So Glyph has got to make the Rapids play, and I feel like Glyph is running out of things because like there are definitely some checks people just like avoid because like, well, that's a stupid check.
Glyph DX's hearts are upside down because they're playing a Subrosion and they live
Yeah.
underground where everything is reversed.
Yeah, if you ever play the Oracle's games, you go into a shop, they sell you, what is it? They call them like strange shaped like fruit or peaches or something like that. And
Yeah.
just hearts that are upside down for like 10 ore chunks. There's a Bottle Grotto small key, that's useful. As Glyph is making the fun checks in D5 in rooms that nobody ever sees.
Got
There's
an arrow.
Single
Joy.
arrow. Joy! Glyph has
Yay!
one more check inside of D5 that they can do. Actually, no, they have one more check inside of D5 they can do. They can go check the key that is normally the first small key of the dungeon. He can also just be silly and clip through this. Hookshot does fun things on grippable blocks. I'm not sure where this is gonna take him.
The back room?
Meanwhile, Muffins is fighting Master
Oh.
Stalfos.
You know what this could do? This could take
Are they
them
trying
around
to shack
the
jump
back.
over it?
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is tricky. Okay, they got the clip. They're clipped into the wall. They have to do a single pixel movement. So they're using a flock clip, which is using text to adjust yourself. Basically, text boxes in this game are broken. It's how Astro just used the mushroom to kind of clip through everything because that gives you a text block. So they're trying to flock clip in to the wall, make a single pixel, clip in enough that a single pixel movement will not unclip them, and then do a naked super jump, and that is really hard to do.
Oh, incredibly hard. Is any of this worth it though? Is the question.
Probably not.
Because we see Muffin going through the other side of D5. And I haven't seen
But
anything.
they can't check it. They don't have hookshot.
We also see that Astro has made her way up to D7.
D7 is so there's a bunch of different like ways to randomize this game. One of them is entrance logic, or entrance rando, and that means you can have D7 early. D7 early, you can get basically everything in the entire dungeon with just bombs and a door. It is one of the cooler dungeons to do, and there's the Grim Creeper. That's been defeated.
Of course, we are family friendly. We didn't kill anybody in that room. We just defeated them.
Got key cavern nightmare key, so we can go fight Slime Eye.
Very nice. But we need boots first.
Yeah, but we can go fight him. And here's finally the Rapids play for Glyph.
Glyph about to get Magic Rod and Sword. Whew.
Glyph literally out of checks. So, oh right, Glyph couldn't go check this room down here. Glyph didn't have sword. There's level 2 power bracelets there!
Wait, where? Where did I miss?
Spice just got it!
Oh, it's
underneath-
in the mountain?
It's in the mountain seashell.
Oh, lordy.
That's a really silly thing. Okay, let's see if Spice decides to okay,
There
right,
is no maiden
Marin's
to
not there.
rescue.
Spice known to, even in tournament races, talk to Baron there after completing Dungeon 7 and wasting 45 seconds.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never seen him do that.
Well, yeah, but that's because you were losing to him at the time.
Shade Throne, Jesus, man. I didn't
It was-
deserve that.
No, you didn't, but you said you'd never seen him do it, and like, yeah, it was your race. Oh yeah, shoutouts to the meme for Seabass, oh no. And just Seabass in general, please come back, we
Alright.
miss you.
So now Spice getting the check for the final Mad Batter.
Yeah, so... I like that it's the shopkeeper. This is the same laser beam that the shopkeeper kills you with if you rob them. I believe they got a capacity upgrade. Glyph
And
is all
Spice
sorts of
gets a
happy.
link.
Spice, I think has Mirror Shield? Oh.
Yes.
Wait,
No?
I don't think so.
Yes. No, but
No.
has potion and blue tunic, so it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
so the one thing about potion that lets you do that anyway is potion basically you stop taking damage and then you won't take damage while you're refilling. It's
to answer
required to
question
be
one,
certain dungeons featherless.
Yeah.
So this check is
sword
basically
was
worthless.
unwrapped, yeah.
This is a very curious check. So we know what we can't find in there. We can't find Frog Song of the Soul. We can't find Ocarina.
We could find boots.
No,
No,
we
can
can't
we?
find
We
boots,
can't.
and we can't find flippers. We
Find
can
boots,
find
can't find
shovel
flippers.
and arrows.
Yeah.
Arrows would be nice, but we already have boomerang. So,
Look,
but although
maybe
we
we
might
won't find
need,
it.
also that's such a strong Hinox sprite from Spice.
The walrus sprite.
It's really good. The buff walrus is good.
He's like the lifters from the messenger. It's 100% full.
They're pretty good. Oh, it's a fire flower. That's what it is.
That's what I was forgetting to say. Fire flower was an inspired choice for the magic rod.
Alright, I don't think Astra's found anything in D7. This is a tricky check here. Oh,
Yeah.
Astro might be doing the hook shot. Oh, no, Astro doesn't have hook shot. The sideways block check. I used to know how to do this rule. Because, I could never get this right. So, if you clip into the blocks correctly, you can push blocks sideways. It's really easy in one room in D8. And there we go. And then just go back, forth. Get the Turtle Rock Nightmare Key. That's important.
Very important.
But that particular chest is hookshot locked, which they don't have. Although not like Dungeon 8 is hookshot locked. So Astra's gonna finish up D5 as well. I believe they have everything they need for it, and to do all the checks. As Astro, I don't think is used to fighting Master Selphos without Arrow getting beat up by that guy.
I like this.
I wonder if Astro will actually defeat Master Selphos to find out what the item is.
Pretty interesting. It's another golden leaf for Astro.
That's the worst room in the game, in my opinion. But they have blue tunic, so it's fine. Okay,
Or-
Astro will be defeating Master Selphos 4 times, or Glyph will be defeating Master Selphos 4 times. And Astro's going for Goomba Surf. It's 25% chance of this to work. You have to clip into the wall, just barely. Oh, they're not going for it. Never mind. Oh, they're resetting the room for more bombs, because they have to do bomb kill. Oh, it's been a while since I commentated bomb kill. Oh, and first try, the Goombas can move one of 4 directions. There's 2 Goombas that can spray it. It ends up being 1 chance. And this is going to be a neat fight. Astro is going to transition down and then back up. And then is going to charge their sword, spin slash. And, oh, they have fire. I forgot they have magic rod. That's less fun.
So-
Man,
Shooting off the side.
bomb kills are so much better than this. Now it's just a dance.
Look, just jamming on the ladder. There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it, but there are slow strats in this game. They're just so cool in comparison to doing them faster.
Makes you miss
Alright.
the old days, huh?
It does. A Turtle Rock small key. We only need, what, 1 or 2 of them, especially considering how few useful texts are in this place. Got the organ of evening calm.
So I have to wonder, Skybilz, you're listening and you're watching, right? What do you think so far of this?
This is a little more complicated than I thought it would be. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Big
about like this in context of Zelda 1, and I feel like there's just so much more going on here than there is there.
It's like a thing where you can check a certain portion of each dungeon with select items, but you need items to finish the dungeon. So you're
Yeah, and that way it's closer to Zooter, which I have played, but I feel like this even does it more so in a few spots.
Well, because there's also overworld progression that you need to keep track of, where you can only access certain portions of the maps when you have certain items, like flippers or bracelets.
And what I want to know, I have a question for y'all. How wild of a seed is this so far in terms of like what it's doing?
This is a pretty wild seed.
Yeah.
They were given almost all overworld movement items immediately. They had to make the silly check of going to rapids and finding both sword and magic rod, which are really important. And there are some things that are just like, okay, Muffins has not found hookshot yet because they forgot to check a chest in D1. That's
Alright, but we get shovel on the top of D8.
shovel.
I believe the word we used earlier was "it's a thing."
Yeah,
Yes.
this is a
Yes.
thing.
So the prediction wasn't wrong then.
No.
We knew what we were getting into.
Okay, so as we can see, Spice Father taking down Glyph, 2 of them, in that room, as the Gibdos are approaching.
So I guess this means Glyph is out and Spice takes the lead? And Spice defeated another runner in
yeah, I guess,
2 versus 1 combat?
yeah, something like that. Okay, so this is a smart super jump, just walking out of that room, heading back, and then doing that. It's not something that you think about, because you don't have to do it ever. And I really hope that Spice Father goes to the left and then up and checks this chest, right here, or I'm gonna be very sad at him. This was a chest that, when we did a run through, he skipped. That was a required chest, and thankfully he checks it this time, so I'm not sad.
It occurs to me, Spice could finish D8 right now.
Do they have the Nightmare Key?
I think everybody does.
I don't remember where the Nightmare Key was. The one thing that is not working for Spice is I don't know when Spice is ever gonna check Ghost House.
No, it doesn't look like we have the Nightmare Key for D8. I could have sworn I saw it on somebody's screen.
It does have one small key, but is electing to do this check first.
It's a heart container. We see a fight against Wall Sneck over there
And
on
there's,
Cliff's screen.
yeah, the defeated Wall Snake. And that just makes me uncomfortable, that face Spice has going on there. I
What
hate
is that?
it's another Octorok sprite.
It's bigger.
It's just, yeah, that's the word for it. And there's the Roomba Room, well done by Spice. And gets a boss key for where? Not here. Spice returns home and is lost. They need flippers basically to go anywhere.
And
Although they have
flippers
shovel, they can check this. This could be big.
It's a heart container.
I would laugh really hard if that was like just like 'cause I think everybody's missing slime key.
We never actually explained the rule set that they're adhering to, did we?
Oh no, we didn't.
So,
Matt, you want to take that?
There's a standard rule set that we have in the community for some of our runs. It's called no wrong warp or out of bounds. Basically, every entrance has to lead where it belongs, and you're not supposed to go more than 3 pixels away from a walkable tile.
And you cannot transition from a solid tile,
That is
which
one.
you can somehow do that without going inside of a tile. It's weird.
There's a spot in D6 that just outside of D6 that you have to be really careful with, otherwise it'll invalidate your run.
Yeah. It's quite silly in that regard, but it's mainly because this game is amazingly broken. Like, you could do a D5 check without having flipper. You could just get inside of it. Flippers are only required to beat the D4 boss, basically. Which sounds insane, considering of all that swimming you have to do.
Look, we do silly things in this community.
Yeah, okay, they don't have boots. Boots could be in,
This could be in D3.
yeah. They got a lot of keys. A lot of keys. They got 5 of them. This is Key Cavern. They're going to be needing them. Some runners like to save and quit early and just, you know, reuse their keys when they figure out what keys are useless, but chances are keys are going to be useful. Oh, and that's the back at 5. They only need 6 to full clear the dungeon. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And there's a bunch of checks here otherwise. And oh no, grab that seashell. Yeah, there we go. You never know when you might need whatever's on the seashell manor. You probably won't. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. I think it's just coded to give you level 2 sword again, or like to be a compass.
Imagine if it was boots. Like, this is what Dade meant by we're gonna have a surprise at the end.
That would be sad.
Dade would hurt my feelings.
Alright, so another check.
There's
a face key. That's important. And we're going for some good old French press here. Thinking about it. So this is a neat super jump into ruining everything by slashing wrong. Oh, that's unfortunate. They're going for the backup. It's a really cool shield bump you do off of those Stalfos. I'm a little surprised Astro has not gone back to D1.
Bottle Grotto key. There in the normal boss key for D3. Oh, that's a dangerous thing to say, K-Branch. That means that that could be a valid thing that I said, and I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I'm seeing some... Okay, so Astro's finally making the play back into Dungeon 1. They will find their hookshot here. If they go and check the chest, which, oh, they're taking the faster way, right? I always think about the no squoob route, which is the no save and quit route, where you go through the room on the left to kill before bats to get your piece of power counter up. I don't... Astro going for another chest turn. I really hope you don't skip the... Oh, no!
And leaves!
Oh,
that's not good.
They forgot about that. That's a rough chest to forget about. I don't think...
I did say... Astro, having missed a chest last time when we were doing the practice run, has a list of all the chests they've missed in practice since. And I glibly said, well, that's how you discover a new chest to miss. So
I don't think I've ever seen it. There's a lot of magic powder inside of Dungeon 3. That's what I'm learning right now.
Oh, yeah.
And meanwhile, we have an old man, an actual bunny, and there's Frog Song with a soul!
Yeah. No ocarina, though, so I guess we could penny whistle it?
And no... Okay, there's... No, because nothing else ever... Boots cannot be at the bottom of D3.
Where could it be?
Well, they could be in D2.
You think on the left side, maybe? Or like after the boss? Because we do have the boss key.
For D2?
Yeah.
I don't think that... No one's really dipped that far into D2. They only had one key when they checked. I don't think anybody's cleared the Haynox, but, Muffins is moving there now. Muffin Jets. So... It's possible that it's in D2. It feels really bad that they haven't gotten their hook shot from that chest in D1, same for Astro. That's really gonna hurt.
Who? Oh, you mean Muffin?
Yeah, Muffin. I'm saying and Astro. I was saying both of them. They both have skipped that chest. I think Muffin is looking for something else, but that
and
not
remember,
having hook
we can't
shot
say anything about it either.
No.
Yeah, speaking of which, we are getting around to that time where the runners are going to be able to hear us soon, so be sure you don't talk about any direct spoilers until after the break, just to be on the safe side.
Oh, don't worry. I got a topic planned for this.
Oh. Is it? How do you feel about a seed that starts with boomerang?
No, it's what is everybody eating for dinner? You can't spoil anything if you're not talking about the game.
That is true. Food's a
guess
pretty
that's
frequent
true.
topic here.
Alright, you know, I had forgotten that Spice is cleared. D2, I missed it. Unless they didn't do the left side check.
Spice has a
Where else could it be? Oh, it could be in Obstacle Escape Cave, the chest that you hookshot to. I don't know if anybody's gotten that.
Yeah, it could be there.
It could be five-way chess. I haven't seen anybody go up there, or the chest beyond that.
Alright, now Spice gets the Eagles Tower Nightmare Key.
Ooh,
This is some choices from Astro. Do Dungeon 5 with Delta Mushroom.
Got some answers to what folks are eating right now. I see homemade potato soup, which sounds amazing right now.
I respect
We got
potato soup play. I like it.
and someone else eating mac and cheese, also a good decision.
I see Ryan over there, valiant member of the community, eating Doritos for dinner. I like it.
Oh. Matt, we forgot about D6.
Did we? Oh, it could be in D6. All of
Because
D6
we have
is where it
hook shots,
could
so
be.
you don't have to do this stupid jump.
Oh dear. That's
Cliff.
not good.
Okay, Glyph fell in 3 times, but yeah, it could be here. Was not up there. Let's see, magnifying lens always vanilla. And we see Muffin's back in D1.
Just a big loop.
This is good. No, this is good.
Nuggies, I like it. Cold cut stub, like it. Shrimp tacos is the best answer I've seen thus far.
I don't know. Nuggies
There-
sounds
hey,
pretty
Matt.
good.
There's there they are.
The boots are right there in D6 first
All right.
chat.
All right, so some of the runners are able to hear us right now again. We've got about a minute till our break here, so.
Oh no, did I say that while Muffins was
No, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine.
No, only while I was listening.
Yeah, I was gonna say, everybody just started. They have to be able to hear us so we can stop the timer at the right time, so.
Okay.
It's fine.
Everything's fine. It's just content, right? It's evening the playing field.
You make it sound like you were picking on someone, and that's why you were like, no, I don't want him to hear something.
No, I'm all about being fair.
All
I want
right,
everyone to suffer equally.
20 seconds, y'all. Get ready for a pause here. I'll let you know. I'll count down from 5 seconds once we get there.
Buttered noodles. I like it.
Ooh,
Homemade
buttered
chicken
noodles.
pot pie.
Yeah.
Double like it.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Hopefully this is a good time for a break. I hope I didn't catch anyone mid-combat or anything like that. Tried to strategically hit that pause button. And I cannot wait to see more of this seed. This looks pretty sweet. But before we get to our break, of course, remember, folks, that Random Number Generation and GDQ Hotfix is brought to you by viewers like you. Your subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support our weekly Hotfix content. Thank you all so much for supporting our shows. And if you've missed any of the runs from AGDQ 2021 online or want to check out any of our previous Hotfix shows, you can go over to youtube.com/gamesdonequick and check out an archive of our live shows. And with that, everybody get up and stretch. We'll be right back with Random Number Generation. Welcome back to Random Number Generation. We are doing Link's Awakening DX Randomizer, also known as LADX. I am joined by commentators Alpha 5 and Phantom Matt. And Muffin, are you ready to give the countdown?
I sure am.
All right, let's get going.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go, good luck, and have fun, runners.
Okay.
Back to this
so
nonsense.
Muffin picked up Hookshot. I was worried because they hadn't updated their tracker chest for D1. So I was a little concerned that they had thought they had cleared everything, but they are now ahead of Astro just on the basis that Hookshot, little important.
Just a wee bit.
But Glyph definitely in the lead with finding boots. Now has
What?
all required items. They picked up a face key, didn't they? I thought they picked a face key.
Somebody did, and I just saw something incredibly disturbing on Spice's screen.
What was on Spice's screen?
Kracko and the high jump clowns.
I
Instead of
don't know.
Mumbo and his fish.
Oh,
Hey.
I'll have to go see. I'll have to go watch the replay. There's Ocarina.
Of course.
D6 treasure trove
D6,
so far.
Home of everything.
No, there's technically it'd be go mode about now, depending on what small keys they need left. I believe that Glyph has a what am I thinking of? Has the face key. I can't tell, but they're still checking around for small keys and things like that. But we don't really need arrows for anything, do we? Like, bow isn't required once they have boomerang.
Yeah.
There might be like a chest, but again, oh wait, no, Glyph might not have level 2 bracelet. I'll wait for them to pause again. And there's Pallet.
Everything's in D6.
In
There's also
D6
a witch in the water, contrary to popular belief. They do not melt if you throw them
D6
in water.
requires the just the flippers and some feathers get you. Okay, wait, please open your menu. No, has not gone to the mountaintop and checked that. So they don't have level 2 bracelet. They are currently not in go mode yet, but they are the closest of anybody. And Spice, please, one of these Spice.
I think it's Meta Knight and Zubat.
Yeah, the Meta Knight and the Zubats. Okay, instead of the annoying Helmut.
I'm kind of sad that the spark isn't like the mask from Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah, Muffin's also missing level 2 bracelet. Only Astro and Spice made that check. Which... we're gonna see a lot of flow clears, probably a lot of pickups of keys that we don't need. You ever see a D7 small key, just kinda laugh?
You laugh and die a little bit inside because
Yeah,
I could
those
have been a better item.
Those are not helpful. That might be helpful. And Turtle Rock
Speaking
small
of it,
key. It's
could be
sometimes
useful.
helpful. Like sometimes, but very rarely. Not in this version. Yes, I wonder when Astro is ever going to make a play back to Dungeon 1.
I feel like not for a while.
Oh my god. This is so strong. Master Stalfos.
What?
This is amazing!
What?
That's Sail the crocodile holding the dog food as a shield.
Oh my god. I'm not sure how much more of this nightmare that I can take.
Well, you know, we still have the nightmare, so, you know. Oh, here's the, 50 rupees are on, win. And I believe Glyph is going to go clear to Color Dungeon.
Yes.
And we'll find out what's there.
Yep, we have everything we need.
So here's a hard puzzle. You hit all 4 of the ones that are currently red, and it will just solve.
Perfect.
And Magic Rod does damage this. wasn't something I was ever aware of, because usually you'd have bow or just not have anything.
And of course, whatever the evil orb says doesn't really matter. You just shoot it until it's done.
Oh, you got a piece of heart. Lovely. And
Yep,
you got 2 pieces of heart.
You
So
got
you get
whooped.
2 items for completing that dungeon. That's funny. That's really
neat.
funny. Because normally you'd get access to the red and blue tunic. This randomizer lets you swap them at the
You know, Alpha, I see a familiar name in chat.
what's the familiar name?
Oh, Seabass 208.
Oh, excellent.
Once again, Seabass hearing our cries from the ether has arrived.
Alright, we're gonna go see a dungeon 2 clear.
Clear?
Maybe? Left side check? Question
Yep,
mark? Has
that's
the
a lot of
keys.
keys.
Absolutely has the keys. We'll probably check everything here. I wonder when Glyph is gonna go check. Glyph pretty good at this game. Has the Glyph's the world record for Hundo in Link's Awakening, the original?
Possibly. I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure.
There's a chance that I wasn't paying attention and TGH just took that. TGH is really good at this game.
We're cruising now.
But yeah, people making lots of plays here. The
Lots of
one thing
strong
I'm not mad about, the inadvertent spoil that did happen. I don't think Spice ever gonna check Ghost House.
Yeah, I didn't spoil the important thing.
Yeah, you didn't.
For context, right before we went on break, I didn't realize that people had unmuted to hear when break started, and I said something in response to Alpha.
That's why I was being vague.
I didn't know he was on. I thought we were gonna get like a ping in the chat.
But yeah, we're excited. I love this sprite. It's so good. It's just so fun.
Oh, there's another sword in D2.
Huh.
It's in a power bracelet chest. Interesting.
I feel like people skipped that chest. I feel like was like, oh, they must have done that, but they didn't.
Glazed over.
Stop skipping chests, people.
Chests are
Stop
important.
They can't hear you. The runners cannot hear you.
Look, if we can summon Seabass from the great beyond, we can absolutely psychically tell them to stop skipping things.
I know, because they're never going to listen to me when I tell them that all chests need to be cleared.
They don't listen to you, but they'll listen to me.
They won't listen to you
Otherwise they'll
either.
get
You just curse them.
Speaking of curses, we still haven't gone back to D1 on Astra's side.
I am not sure as to why. Astra went there, realized that they don't have shuffle.
Spice has the flippers though, so has been to.
Oh, Spice did do it. Okay, I missed
Yeah.
that. That must have been when they were going down.
Well,
They buffered over the bit.
It's a given that Spice went and got flippers because Spice is in D5.
No, you don't need it to get there. You know that. I know that. You can super jump your way in there.
I don't want to think about doing that.
How else are you supposed to beat a Kerbo's fan version?
By stopping your legally acquired Game Boy and not continuing.
Not playing the game at all.
The winning move is not to play. And what is that? Is that like a path of tornado on Spice's screen?
I don't know. I thought that it was the Triforce, but this is... I thought we were gonna get like all 8 pieces of Triforce. What is this?
It could be like half of the mermaid suit from Oracles.
I don't know, man.
It's a mystery.
I also don't remember where Phase Key was. I think Phase Key was in Key Cavern. Yeah, Phase Key was in Key Cavern.
Yes, it was in the.
But where was the Key Cavern key?
Oh, that's a question.
Because I know Muffins has it. But Muffin's not just trying to get this. chest desperately. That's a really hard chest to get to without boots, even with hook shot. So there's the unclipped super jump that Spice is trying to go for here. The stairs do line you up, sub-pixel wise in order to do it. And Spice is gone out of bounds, illegal, already in last place, just disqualified.
Don't like it.
Don't like it. Didn't do anything for it. Guess we'll let him have it.
I don't actually think that was 3 pixels away. I'm gonna be honest.
That was more than 3 pixels away.
Was it?
Oh yeah. Did you not see Spice do the super jump and then not the second one, but the first one that they did?
There was a first one?
Yes.
Oh dear. I saw the second one when they were on the corner.
No, the first one was aggressively like that was the if you tap right, you go from Rooster Skip to the Lens Cave. That was how far out of bounds you were.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Here's the tall checks. This is Astro's go mode in a minute.
Astro looks like they're heading
Or not
back
Astro,
down to
sorry.
D1.
Glyph. Astro is finally headed to D1. And, okay, Astro is going to find their go mode item.
Maybe.
It's right here.
You never know.
The
Equip
power up.
sword instead.
The red croissant.
How did everybody else
skip level 2 sword? I don't get it.
Oh, there it is! Astro
Yeah, but-
remembers the chest. Gets
And
the hook
Astro
shot.
finally gets hook shot. Probably, a pause to say some choice words. Glyph, no. Bad.
Glyph, yes. Glyph, yes.
Glyph, you don't need to do this!
Yes!
At least check what the item is, but you know it's nothing,
No,
you're go
commit.
mode!
Content, baby!
Ah! That's
Jeanette on
Rooster Skip.
RNG, we have the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other, and Glyph doesn't even realize it.
Oh, Glyph, please. Glyph is in go mode and is just doing silly things now, I think, possibly realizing that they are in a good position. They're gonna check 5 chests here. This is always a fun one to check. I like some of the randos where you can find shield here, so the goal was like level 7 shield. I think Glyph is looking for Mumbo. If not, I guess he maybe wants Bow. There's not something that Bow is required for that I'm like not remembering. Is there? That room must be vanilla, I guess. If Glyph isn't checking anything in it. What do we have anywhere? Nobody's made signpost maze check, although I very much doubt anybody will. As Spice has super jumped themselves inside of a chest and become stuck. They super jumped a little too early.
Does a chest count as a walkable tile?
That is just soft locking. That's one of them weird things, like the Dongo skip works just fine.
I'm gonna make an argument for something here. Spoilers for Link's Awakening for everyone who hasn't played a game that was released in the mid-90s. Because we're floating in the middle of the ocean, is anything a walkable tile, really?
I mean, Link's walking places.
But you're swimming.
Well, if you're doing both.
You're floating in a
Or are you
wall.
saying that the act of walking on an island is swimming instead of walking? In
If
which
the
case,
island
I'm
doesn't
gonna hard
exist.
disagree with that statement.
The island doesn't exist, it's all a dream. You're not walking anywhere.
There's a phase key for Spice that will inevitably lead to Spice's go mode. Although wait, it doesn't have Angler Key. Where was Angler Key? I feel like Angler Key was really early. Everybody else is Angler Key. So I don't know where that is.
I see what Astro's doing, and I don't like it.
Oh, the silly clanks they like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has a bunch of flair they like to. Oh, maybe it's in 2000. No, it can't be. Because Glyph hasn't done that. Glyph is doing horse heads for some reason. They must be missing a nightmare key for one of the dungeons, and I don't know what it is because they're in a dungeon, so you can't see it. But it's not like you need the D7 nightmare key ever. Thanks to Goomba Surf, or even just doing P-Hat Clank. And bomb triggers.
Alright,
They're
so
pretty
I see a
neat.
lot
You
of,
put, yeah, Matt, you
we're
take
seeing a
that.
lot of coverage from everybody else of things that everyone else has done. So we got Astro clearing D5. We have Glyph doing D7. Muffins is on the way to D6, which means, whew, be some good stuff in there. And Spice is clearing out D3.
Yeah, Spice does not have boots though, so will not finish that dungeon. So boots are in D6. Muffin's heading in to grab the boots. Does need level 2 bracelet, will probably be making a very similar path that Glyph made earlier up into the mountains now, as they will find their boots right here. Spice having that level 2 bracelet much earlier just because they jumped around everything, which is just something you can do in this game. Where the heck was that angler key?
Catfish's maw key. Where was Angler key? These are the questions that we ask ourselves. Two characters are not linked because they are playing with custom sprites. Or sprite sets, rather.
Yeah. Stuff like that, a little easier to do, although it's a bit silly.
Look, you telling me the Subrosion saving the day is out of the ordinary?
Yes. Mainly because all the Subrosions tried to do to you was mostly scam you in that game.
And steal your stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just straight up stealing, not scamming.
Well, they did both. Or they straight up were very upset with you and faked a soft reset or a soft reset on your game because because you broke too many signs.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So this is Spice getting around this.
Nice, nice. Oh my god. Using
Man,
Yoshi.
all
Ugh.
right, is Yoshi and a mushroom. I'm actually curious to see if Spice will go and talk to that Yoshi, just because the line from Papal there is some really, really strong dialogue. He just, if you don't have the trade quest item, he just tells you that you're a cold hombre and that's it. It's really funny. Oh, there's the key cavern nightmare key. Those are some nightmare keys. Maybe that's all that Glyph was missing? Because the nightmare keys, because this is key sanity, and is not even gonna bother. Does the P-Hat clank much easier than hoping Goomba Surf is nice to you today. And when you have a
Spice
different
doing the swag strat there.
Yeah, if people
With
want
a
to
hook
watch
shotgun.
Glyph get peer pressured into doing that strat, go watch the GDQ run he did. Where he made a point to say that you always have to do the swag strats because they're faster, and he didn't want to do that one because it's barely faster.
It occurs to me, isn't the sprite on Eagle's Tower also different now?
Yeah, there's some stuff that's going on here. I can't wait to see what silliness
The
Evil
bosses
Eagle
are.
is replaced for Spice. magic rod strat. You don't see that much anymore because the dungeon order has been changed. That D8 is now second to last. And here's a cool super jump that you can do. You go up here, you make this check, then you head back down, skipping a key requirement, and it's gonna let you open the mirror shield chest.
Very nice.
Except Spice forgot to, but it has boomerang, so it's fine, but forgot
That's
to
hundo straps.
hit the crystal. Mostly just doing chest checks here.
The switches in D7 are occasionally tricky.
I really don't know where Angler key is.
What we do know, though, however, is that Glyph DX is distinctly in the lead with
Oh,
4
very much
instruments
so.
done.
And meanwhile, we have Raccoon Terran as the Grim Creeper for Spice.
Look, I've watched Mario games. I know Tanukis can play flute. Just changes what happens when they play it. Ooh, that was a boss key for somewhere.
Key cupboard.
Okay.
I remember
We were trying to
Angler
remember
key
where
was-
Angler key is, right?
Angler key is somewhere innocuous. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, is Glyph? Okay, Glyph is going for Zoomerang. Hang on. This is a neat trick that the boomerang does a bunch of stuff, and yeah, that happens. I forgot about Zoomerang. We've had Boomerang for so long, but Boots for so little.
Look, sometimes you just need to go for a run.
Oh man, that Hinox is just the water.
I want to see that walrus Hinox fight Fish Bungeon.
Envy of that guy. So there's a possibility that Glyph just doesn't remember how many small keys they have. Although most of their dungeons are in full cleared state. Or a full clearable state. Oh, they're missing dungeon 4, 5, and 6 boss key? That look right?
No,
No,
I think
wait,
they
no.
had 5.
No,
I think
that-
you're seeing.
They are missing some nightmare keys, which I believe might be in D8.
Color Dungeon Nightmare Key, I think, was one of them.
Well, they beat Color Dungeon.
None
Oh,
of
and
them
here's the
have it marked.
Signpost Maze play from Muffins. Spice tried to go for a really swag bomb trigger there. Oh, that would have been fun.
Can you bomb trigger in Signpost Maze?
No, Muffins was doing Signpost Maze. Spice was trying to do a throw the bomb and then drop a bomb in the hole bomb trigger.
Oh, I like that one.
Okay, so it's not the facing, it's just the color. Spice, why?
Why not?
You know what, I can't really argue with that.
It's for the content, man.
Yeah, I just don't remember what Spice is missing. Was Angler Key in, like, Candlelight or something, and Spice didn't check all of Candlelight good enough? Alright, but let's see what is on Frog Song. Oh, Hate is Late. The best song in the game.
That's a lie. And it's rupees.
Big money.
It better be
We
300.
spent 300
50.
rupees to get 50 rupees. That's an investment right there.
It'll pay off in the future.
Oh, those are the horse heads. Are those things?
Those are some pretty good horse head sprites, not gonna lie.
It's Golden Leaf. Oh, there's trouble. Maybe Angler Keys. No, because I found the... Spice the only one with shovel.
Look, a lot of this game is a mystery if you're trying to commentate on it.
I just need to know where Angler Key is. That's the only thing that's bugging me. Oh, and we're seeing the Marin check from Muffin Jets. They have the Ocarina. What are they gonna get? It could be Mambo. It could be another piece of heart.
Gonna be bombs.
It could be arrows. It could be capacity upgrades. Muffin's having a lot of them though. And the marriage check is... Oh man. More money.
Holler, holler,
Very
holler.
nice. I am wondering what checks I'm running low on them.
We're
And
actually
Astro does
approaching.
have a level 2 bracelet. Just fishing for nightmare keys at this point.
Yeah, we're approaching
as
the
it-
point where we're actually gonna start clearing things. That's what is that? Screw attack there for Spice?
What? Oh wait, was
Yeah,
Angler
Spice
Key
got
right
screwed.
here? Oh no, supposed to check that. Okay, so is gonna take rapids just to go down towards D6. They have base shrine or base key.
Look, Spice can use screw attack. They've already got jump. Alright, here we go. We're clearing some stuff out in D8.
The two things I could think of that Angler Key could have been in that Spice didn't do because he didn't have a weapon that did anything is Armos Maze and
Could be.
Moblin Cave.
It was Moblin, wasn't it?
I thought Moblin was something silly or useless, but it's possible. I don't know, it's been a minute since I
Yeah,
was
it's
trying
been,
to keep track
it's been
of
more
4
like
people.
60.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm trying to keep track of 4 different people. Hard.
Four different people going 4 different ways.
Glyph just about to lava swim probably. Yeah, so if you get a Jesus jump set up and then you slash your sword, the sword slash will set up your pixels correctly, and then boom, swimming in lava. Can't get the check from that. Actually, that would be funny if bow was required in that regard. Where a nightmare key was behind that, but I don't know if that's a thing that can happen. So big shrug. Okay, wait, so here is Armos Knight. This is the check that Spice is making now. This is a good check. What the? It's the grandma! The grandma's
Yeah.
piloting it!
Yeah.
Oh, it's a piece of heart.
Shame.
I guess, yeah, it is the grandma. There's grandma sprites all over the map.
Of course, inside the Armos Knight would be a smaller Armos.
Okay, so Astro is doing the medicine check chest.
Very important to check this
Very
chest.
important chest that people definitely didn't miss. There's Turtle Rock Small Key, not what you want to see. They're very, very optional. You can clear Turtle Rock in as many as you don't.
2, right?
No, you can just lava swim straight to the boss as long as you have the big key.
1.
You don't need any. It just depends on how go mode you are when you enter Turtle Rock. As there's Shovel, which could complicate things, because there's a bunch of shovel checks. And so, Glyph is doing this the intended way. This is how you're supposed to fight this boss. This was literally the hardest thing as a kid for me to do,
it
was fight
occurs
this
to
boss
me
this way.
That the thing on top of Face Shrine's keyhole is a broom. surrounded by grannies.
Oh, Spice.
Now, Spice, remember, you have to walk past this chest.
This is the Dragon C0 chest. Oh, it's a Mario statue.
Wow, it's Boots. Can't believe it.
No, this is the Dragon chest. That chest has contained Feather so many times. We played like 3 seeds in a row, and they were all Feather. Nobody is quite go mode because we need the boss keys. You can't skip any boss in this game.
You could, technically.
Not legally, not without
Not legally,
rules,
but you could.
if you tried hard enough, you could probably prevent a boss from loading, but we aren't that cool. We don't. It's really hard to do that in this game. In theory, the only places you would end up saving time for it would be Enter G2, get Bow Wow.
Alright, so here we're going for Hothead over on
Hothead.
Blitz's
I
screen.
hope he gets the Disc Blue Pixel. The Disc Blue Pixel, basically, Hothead. Hothead has extremely weird iframes. That was a really, oh, he missed one hit because he was trying to skip tech. Has absurdly weird iframes. And gets the Secret Seashell. But the Disc Blue Pixel is you can kill Hothead on a certain pixel, or like frame or whatever. And Hothead will freeze, and the only way to defeat Hothead is to then smack him with that fire rod 255 times. Until he just stops existing.
Alright, so we are down to 3 instruments left for Glyph. Astro cleaning up D6.
Yeah, Astro. I don't know what their boss key situation is. Oh yeah, there's a check. Spice, maybe not. No. Yeah. Glyph has.
Muffin is actually using the steel bowl.
There's the Face Shrine Nightmare key for Glyph. Oh, Muffin's stealing for Steel Ball strats?
Yep.
I love Steel Ball strats. They're great when you're worried about your bomb count. Which... I'm just gonna bomb trigger the rest of it. Because there's a really cool super jump steel ball strat that you can do in that room where you take the ball over and pick it up while initiating a super jump. Here's another check. It's a boots lock check, and you get nothing for it. There's 2 checks left in D3 for Glyph. At the bottom, and then the boss item. I think that's where they're gonna head now.
Good jump there. On
they have shovels, so they can check the buried treasure. Oh, they can also check the tackle blocks here. That's a good guess.
So I got a flash of
Or
Glyph's
Astro.
screen, and it looks like they're just missing 1 or so nightmare keys. So, in theory, Glyph could be go mode.
Yeah, it depends on where the nightmare keys are. Dungeon 3, they have 1 check left, I believe. I'll have to double check, see which one they're missing, because I realized I was talking about Astro. What the? I hate it! I hate Smasher Spice, why?
What do you mean? It's always been Madam Meow Meow.
Spice only went to go fight Smasher just to show everyone that sprite.
Of course.
Oh,
Wouldn't
that's
you?
phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, let's see if Spice gets that medicine chest. Spice.
Alright, get the kill,
Okay,
Spice.
Spice not making me sad. And
I
there
think not
is
as strong as bombs.
Anglerfish. Doesn't even try to hook shot down. Yeah, that fight is dicey if you don't just double bomb arrow it. But, you know. Got a harp.
Spice, you're a bit too high there.
Oh no, okay. So he was. I'm like, I think he can. Yeah, he's like, I think you were right about him being high, but just high enough.
The egg must. Well, that's a bow.
There's Bo. We
Oh.
finally have Bo. It's not really gonna be helpful, but we have it now.
It's nice to have. It's comforting. If
There's
we
a
want to
shack
have.
jump. Interactable blocks give you weird super jump properties.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
And oh boy. Wondering where Astro's headed to D3. Where's Glyph headed?
D6.
I guess they're gonna go. Yeah, they did pick up Phase Shrine Key. They are
Only missing D7.
Devin Boss Key, but who cares?
Because
So
that's
Glyph
in
is
D6,
go
isn't
mode.
it?
No, that's because the last one's D0,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so who cares when you're missing the D7 Boss Key?
Glyph is going to clean up. This
Yeah,
is it?
Glyph is definitely go mode.
What do we have a timer anywhere that we can see?
What specific time would you want? The current time right now?
Yeah, the timer for the run.
1:36:17 right now is what I'm seeing on my timer.
All
Wow,
right.
this is definitely going to be sub 2 at a Glyph.
Well, they still got 4 dungeons to clean up, and there's a lot of annoying overworld movement. I wouldn't call it sub 2 quite yet.
They have to get 3 instruments. They're in the dungeon
They have
for
to get
1.
4 instruments.
No, they don't.
Oh
do
no,
they?
that's the fairy in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Never mind. But either way, they have to get the bell, they have to get the triangle, they gotta get. No, wait, Glyph just got that harp. Yeah, they had 2 instruments.
We're being lied to. The tracker's not been updated.
This is Glyph's fault, really. Glyph is taking the fastest way to the boss, which is through Smasher. Smasher's adorable. Probably my favorite looking mini boss in the whole game.
Yeah, I love how Madame Meow Meow comes and tries to kill us with Bow Wow.
Everything about that. That is super tech, you are correct. I'll have to ask Spice what they all are. Spice is missing a boss key.
Just one?
Yeah.
Which one?
I think it was Dungeon 5 or Dungeon 6, maybe. No, he just did that. What? It was near the end. It was D4, but he hasn't even found the D4 key. Oh, wait, does Spice have 20 seashells?
Yeah, probably. Let's see.
Okay, so what is the 20 seashell items this is gonna be?
My
This
job
is like
here is
checking
finished.
pedestal, only it's like this is the memeiest of meme checks in the entire game. And it might just be hard-coded to give you level 2 sword anyway.
It better be a rupee. Oh, it's a
Ah,
beat!
it's a
Even
beat.
better!
Oh, it's so good!
Knowledge is power!
Got the Eagle Tower Stone Beak. There is actually a part of this randomizer that makes the beaks more or less required because the items are randomized amongst beak text. So yeah, that's a thing.
So now Glyph has I repeat, one instrument remaining.
Yeah, Glyph has got to go clear out Slime Eye. Spice is desperately looking for their Angler Key because that has everything they ever need. And oh, sick bounce. Oh, maybe no, because everybody got boots super late, so I don't know where that Angler Key is. Oh wait, is it in Dream Shrine? It's the other chest in Dream Shrine.
Is
That's
it?
where it is, right?
I don't know. It's a mystery. Oh, there's Mambo in the tree.
Because I feel like we saw Spice trying to go there and then he just didn't. But no, because Spice definitely made that check. But I remember there being a key in there. Or why? Maybe that was the D4 boss key.
Alright, so we're getting a check from Muffin on a useless item. It's a beak. Just drop in the pit.
Okay,
That
so
one.
What do you think Spice has replaced this sprite with?
Mama?
Yeah, for the Great King Wart.
I'm going to say it's... It'd be funny if it was Mamba.
Your reward is this way.
It's Kermit! I
it's
forgot
Kermit.
it was Kermit!
It's Kermit. Amazing. It's horrifying looking. Oh,
Muppet.
everybody kind of look away. There's no capture card in existence that properly handles this room.
So it turns out that...
Oh, we see Muffins doing the waste 45 seconds to talk to Marin.
Oh yes. And that is all dungeons cleared for Glyph DX, on the way to the egg now. Astro, not far behind with 3 instruments remaining. Spice needs 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Yeah.
And it looks like the same 5 are missing on Muff.
I wonder if Angler Key is clearing... No, wait, because, what? Astro just cleared D2. I wonder if it was a boss item, but... Oh, maybe... No, it's not the tackle block here. There's a key in here. Oh, maybe the other chest is the Angler Key. No.
Don't save the girl, she's just a bird.
He's a seagull.
Third worst kind of bird.
Okay, Turtle Rock Small Key, not helpful. No, not a candlelight check. Medicine was a candlelight. There's 2 medicine chests in the entire game.
You're thinking it could be Mode earlier.
I thought Spice did Moat. But again, I've
Spice, I
missed
don't
what was
think
on
did
Moat every time. So I don't know whose audio are we using.
I think we're just using Randomizer.
Yeah, if we had audio, or we knew, we wouldn't be talking over the music playing from Astro. And what is it? It's the monkeys!
It's 3 monkeys in a trench coat.
Oh boy. And it's a Game Boy.
Look, it's the power pack from the Game Kit from Isaac. That's what it's called.
No, this is... Yeah, Spice, furiously upset at wondering where his Angler Key is.
Now here we go. Glyph is in the egg. There is a default path, which is left, left, up, right, right, up, left, up.
Yeah, and here's the biggest shame coming up here is the part where they're gonna disable all the music by bomb triggering this.
That falling Subrosion sprite looked terrifying.
At least it's less uncomfortable than looking at the swimming sprite, which is so wiggly.
I mean, it's just them in a hot spring. There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't think it's in Color Dungeon. I think Glyph's the only one that's in Color Dungeon. Or at least all of it.
We would know if they would update their tracker to show Color Dungeon.
Okay, so D4 boss
It might have been on the right side of Color Dungeon. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
On that one chest.
I mean, I understand
right.
where Spice is checking literally everything else. I don't. Yeah, like again, I don't know how far Spice dipped color because everybody dipped it, but I don't know if anybody found anything. I wonder if Glyph is gonna go for. Oh, well, no, they have medicine still, so they're fine.
Looks like Glyph is getting wrecked.
Oh, it could
by
also be
Blue
this
Vulture.
chest. This chest might be it. No, that's Red Tunic.
I don't like how low of health Glyph has.
Glyph has medicine.
And I've learned from having done the any percent categories of this game recently, just stand away from him.
So, Glyph is messed up. The manip that you can do there.
Oh, the manip
basically,
was
if you
dead a
get
while
the-
ago.
Yeah. Okay, there's level 2 sword for Spice. Spice is like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do.
And
gonna-
with half a heart remaining, Glyph takes down
Glyph has medicine!
Shadow. Alright, look, it doesn't matter. It's more suspenseful this way.
Glyph is definitely going for like Death'll skip in a minute, which is a frame perfect trick. He's gonna wait till he hits it, he's gonna pause. He'll know what frame the bat is on as he pauses. There's the medicine. So that bat's gonna stay alive, and basically what's gonna happen is that's gonna die, then the game is just like kill everything on the screen and replace it with the final boss, and then put the health there. But the boss dies because it spawns with 0 health. The boss is still there, sort of, but it killed one of them,
And Glyph is
that's
done.
not done for Glyph.
Wait,
oh my god.
before our break? Oh my gosh.
I did say it was going to be sub 2 hours.
Hello.
Based on where they were.
Oh, you're just so snug and confident about that now.
Yeah.
Told ya.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah. Glyph,
Hello.
where's Angler Key again?
Sorry?
Where's Angler Key?
Oh man. Angler key was in the cave below D8. That was the last one I got.
No, that's the nightmare key. The key to get into.
Oh, I got that really early on.
Yeah, that's what we couldn't remember. That's what is basically blocking Spice from being go mode.
Are you guys ready for the surprise at the end?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I
What
forgot.
is this nightmare that we're going to be subjected to?
This is actually really cool.
Well, with that being said, it would be complete if I didn't say this. Everybody get your GGs out for Glyph DX. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's a random PB, by the way. Thanks. And shout outs to Dade for the awesome graphics. I am the GDQ Hotfix. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams, speedrunners are going fast. Races were done. But it be the nature of races to end. So now, let's end this race. Only the memory of the speedrun will exist, as well as the recordings on Twitch and YouTube. So do not forget to subscribe. Also join the Link's Awakening Randomizer community on Discord. See ladxr.dade.eu. Come, let us go fast together.
Yeah, that was pretty good,
That's
Dade. Touche,
perfect.
touche.
Oh, that's good. So, what did you think about that seed, other than the fact that you didn't want to do rapids for
Oh my gosh,
literally
dude.
until you ran out of checks?
I last checked Rapids. Like, I thought about it several times, but Rapids is such a risky check sometimes. But it was so early in Logic that it was kind of stupid not to. But I think the rest of the seed went very well for me. Like, I think I just kind of played out of my mind and got really lucky.
Once you got the sword, you were
Like, I was like gaming from there. I had a route, and that was the best randomizer I've ever done in my life. By the way,
Wow.
I'm really happy with how that went. This is the fastest I've ever gotten with these settings.
It was definitely a spicy start, but it was pretty.
Yeah, it was a really bad start for me, but after that, I just got in a groove and it felt really good from there.
Yeah, you really snuck up on us with, oh, Glyph now has clears for everything. This is
I kind of stuck up on myself, to be honest. I think this is the magical seed where I didn't find D7 boss key, which is amazing. 'Cause that's the only one you can skip without going out of bounds.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, he's only missing D7. Who cares? I never find that. Okay, so here's our. Oh, these sprites that Spice have are just
Oh, does he give meme? Oh, it's so good.
Link is being eaten by a slime.
Okay, so Slimeye is one of the few enemies in the game that takes full damage from level 2 sword plus red tunic. As Spice finds the rainbow feather, which
That's
I guess
not the
will let
rainbow
him
feather. That's
beat...
the ground badge, isn't it?
Are you sure? I thought that was rainbow feather. Let me go double check that.
I'm pretty sure it's the ground badge, or like the badge that you get from Giovanni in red, blue, yellow.
Well, it's glowing rainbow colors, so it's the
Well,
rainbow
yeah, because
feather
all
now.
the instruments glow.
It's hard to say, because that looked more feather-like than the actual Earth badge.
So Spice has 2 instruments remaining. However, they don't have the angler key. Whereas Astro has 3 instruments, but has all the keys.
They are missing the boss key for D4, though. Spice is desperately trying to find what they could have skipped.
I can't remember
I
what
don't
it
think
was.
it's Candlelit.
I think it was in
Candlelit Moat?
D5, right? No, it definitely wasn't in D5. It was in a dungeon. I remember that.
There's the nightmare key for Angler's Tunnel.
Yep, so that's go mode for Astro.
Glyph, are you typically the kind of person who dot duns? And I'm like, how? Because that's what I feel like I would have been here given the status of the other runners.
No, I don't consider myself very good at randomizer at all. In fact,
I'm
I
tempted
think
to call you out on that.
Do it. Call him out. Put him on blast. Here.
hey, let me have
everybody.
this one time.
Yeah, no.
My
well,
one
that's
sweet
good.
victory that I beat Astro, because I think I've only beaten Astro one other time when we raced Rando. So let me have this.
Yeah, I mean, the last
course.
time you beat Astro, you were in last the entire time, and Astro just didn't check required chest in D3.
Well, let's not talk about that race.
No, let's
Yeah.
talk about that race. Let's get into it.
No, let's not talk about that race.
No, we'll be fine without talking about that, right? Okay, Facade doesn't have a silly sprite. I'm a little upset at this meme template.
Also, I'd like to point out I got some of the worst RNG for Aghanim in my life.
Oh, yeah, I watched
yeah,
that.
that was bad.
I thought you just messed up the manip, so you just went.
I don't know the
to
visual
shovel.
cues with Sabrosian, so I can't manip him.
Why would you need to learn it with Sabrosian? You're supposed to be
I'm assuming
Link.
that's why you did P-Hack like instead of Goomba Surf.
No, because I need to get that check anyway. So
Oh,
there's
that's
no
fair.
point doing Goomba Surf to check in the back.
There's the Star Rod. For Spice.
Yeah?
Oh, did I not die? I didn't die.
Oh, nice! We got
True
true
ending.
ending from Cliff!
Your wife
Wow.
turned into a bird. Congratulations.
Matt was like worried about it, and like, what are you
That's
talking about?
crazy.
He's had medicine for the past like hour and 20 minutes.
How does it feel to know that your wife is a bird?
Oh, there's a
I mentioned
big
in the special thanks. I didn't know that.
Nice.
Let's go.
I like how Spice Father's on there twice! My father also goes by Space Otter, and he's just on the list twice.
I'm kind of sad that it isn't Space Father and Spice Otter.
Oh, that
Mixing them up.
Shoutouts to Dragon C Zero, who's literally the biggest brain player in all of
yeah.
Rando.
Also, huge shout outs to Linker and Zero Meaning because they do most of the special graphics
That's where it was.
for both this game and for the Oracles. So yeah, huge shout out to them.
Martha's Bay.
Okay, so yeah, so Spice
Okay.
did not check Martha's Bay. Spice is checking this, which I find curious, because Spice
He's
is go
gold
mode.
now, isn't he?
Yeah. Actually, I don't think
Maybe he
anybody's
wants-
died, now that I think about it. I've seen
Oh,
zero deaths. Which
There's
is
There are a lot of
extremely
heart
uncommon.
containers. There are a lot of heart containers at the beginning of the seed, to be fair. Usually it's the beginning of the seed where you take a lot of deaths because you can't find hearts.
Yeah, there's the versions of the randomizers that don't randomize boss items, and it's just like, hey, boss items have heart containers. Those are the seeds you die in a lot, because clearing dungeons, that's the part that's impossible.
I got really worried when I found Shovel in D8. Because I only needed Angler for the,
Oh, yeah.
before boss key. So then I'm like, oh, now I have like every overworld check to look for, and then it was like the first one I checked
Yeah,
after
you-
D8,
that
which
was,
was remarkable.
Astro had checked those chests. He checked them, basically, like the second she got Feather, that's where she went.
Did Astro finish D1?
No.
What?
I
kind of the general
Astro
rule
had a
there.
very. Astro probably would have beaten you if they had ever gone back to D1. They were missing hookshot for no reason for
Oh
a
my-
solid,
Look,
like,
look.
40. They dipped D1 with bombs, like, in the first 10 minutes and didn't come out with hookshot.
And I didn't have bombs when I went D1 instantly as soon as I got the key D1.
Yeah, I was
bombs at
surprised
times,
you
I couldn't
didn't go get the
hookshot.
bombs, like, because
I didn't have
you had
rupees.
10 You had 10.
I can't. No, I didn't. That was first thing. I didn't have any rupees.
Well, when you got to the beach, you got 50. Because you went
That's
to the
when
beach first.
I went and got bombs and then checked other things. Then went back into D1 after I had Feather, because it didn't really make sense to go like dip there just for the one check. Anyway,
Blazing Coal, that Yoshi egg has a name. The name's
Okay,
Father?
so Spice is gonna have to be. Spice has to exit the screen. This is gonna look weird. He has to exit the screen and re-enter because otherwise that entrance to D4 will run for you.
That's bad. You don't want to do that.
Oh, also, I just for some reason I really just hope that whatever meme template this is replaced anglerfish with like Cravone's head.
It's just an old
If someone
man.
can find a picture of Cravone's head to replace Angler Key with, that would be I would be happy. Oh,
I'll make a
Spice and
run back
Ash
like
were
that for you.
crazy close now that Spice has
Oh, yeah.
updated his tracker. Spice ahead.
Suddenly
Suddenly
much farther
ahead,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just walking to the end of the dungeon. It's not even a thing.
Why? Hold on. Astro Spice literally just went right over it. Oh, is he in go mode?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spice and
Oh, he's in go mode. Okay, I
Spice is
didn't
about
realize that.
to clear the game.
Oh wow.
Spice also got like a level 2. Okay,
What
so
is-
this
Oh, it's Mambo, but with
it's,
like
it's angry Mumbo with like a weird
A mask?
thing. It's so
A helmet?
mad.
Anyway,
what it
Cravone.
is? It's,
Shoutouts to
they're not
Cravone, the skull on the bottom.
Etc.
He
It's
warns
cured.
us we cannot hook shot down. I guess it is cure.
He also warns us not to super swim.
Oh, there's
Don't do it to super swim.
all
Got
three
a link to
colors,
the
so
past
it's every
pendant.
pendant. Spice can now go
Yeah.
check pedestal.
It's incredible. When are we gonna get the Lost Woods play from Spice?
I will have to point out though that I did have to do the before I got Sword and Magic Rod in Rapids, I had to do this what I call the swim of shame, where you double dip D5 even though you didn't have to.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked. I called it the swim of shame because it's just so out of the way.
So, shoutouts to. So I wonder why, because Glyph is, or Astro is Go mode. Astro has every boss key, and is just opening every chest. I'm also
Why
pretty sure
doesn't-
Astro has lost at least 3 minutes to trying to chest turn every single chest at the game.
Look, when you gotta do things for the content, it's important to do them consistently.
Yeah, I mean, I did reach skip after I found level 2 bracelet.
I
You're
feel you.
foolish.
I was upset.
He was very upset. He was irate.
I hope you weren't like didn't think I didn't know I had it. I just,
Oh no, I knew you
how
had
can
it. I knew why you were doing it, and why you were doing it is why I was upset.
I believe Skybilz said that we were the angel and the devil on your shoulder because
Yeah.
Alpha was going, no, stop, don't, you have level 2 bracelet. I'm like, and I was going, do it for the content. For the content, man.
Oh, Matt. Oh,
I
Mutt
blame
isn't that
Rich
far
for
behind
everything
either.
I
It's
do.
very short D6. I believe is also in go mode.
Dude, go moding D6 is the best.
Oh yeah, I
D6
love.
is there's so many checks in D6.
There's so many
It's out of the
checks,
way.
and
Like, there's
90% of them are terrible. Oh, so
Like most of them are
Hook
really
shot
close, but there's 2 chests that are really far apart, are really out of the way. So when you're in go mode in the D6, it just feels really good.
yeah. Like you don't have to check left side if you're in go mode, and you don't have to check vanilla nightmare key. Vanilla nightmare key is the worst check in this entire dungeon.
No, no, it's not. It's a check that's like out north of the Dodongos.
Isn't that Vanilla Nightmare Key? Or no, sorry, not Vanilla. No,
Nightmare
I'm
Key is
you're
the
right.
one with the
I don't know why I was
the
thinking that.
plot.
I think it's just because that's been like in my past couple randos that weren't Key Sanity. That's the
I
Nightmare Key like
I
every
think
time.
that's the compass, maybe?
Yeah, Compass Room. That room is terrible.
I think it's the compass.
Vanilla Nightmare Key is so easy to check.
Yeah.
Well, we have time as well. Why don't you plug your channels and whatnot? And what else do you do besides this randomizer?
I speedrun this game at twitch.tv/glyphdx. Right now I'm speedrunning the original black and white version from 1993, doing 100%. I have a world record in that, but I'm trying to get the first ever sub hour, which I'm really, really close to. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get that in the next couple days, like next week, to get the first ever sub hour in Hundo. So that's really exciting.
How about our commentators as well?
You go first. I'm busy
So,
laughing.
yeah, you're just laughing it up.
I really like that sprite. Okay.
It's great. It's a dragon head, isn't it? From Turtle Rock?
I thought it was the nightmare, the final boss from one of the Kirby games, or Dick
Oh,
Dash,
wait.
one of the two.
It's not Dick Dash. There's no way.
It's got the mustache.
Did
Right.
You checked Spice checked the boomerang chest, right? Because that's where Muffin makes a cameo. He's
But,
the boomerang guy. Iguria.
We're chilling ourselves, so I'm at twitch.tv/fan and I play a bunch of random games and occasionally speedrun things, including this game. More Battle Network than Link's Awakening now, so yeah. And I also do commentary on twitch.tv/mysteryfunhouse a lot.
Yeah, and I do a lot of blind playthroughs and races over at twitch.tv/alpha_5. They don't let me put dashes there. I occasionally speedrun this game when someone reminds me that I should do it, which happens maybe once a year. But I do love talking about it, and it's a great community. If you're interested in learning the game, everybody very helpful. And I also am one
GG
of
to
the
Spice.
yeah, GG to
That's
Spice. I'm also one of the staff members over at Mystery Funhouse, and I have a GDQ show coming up in like 2 weeks. It's gonna
That's
be
a
top
secret.
secret. Shh.
Get your GGs out for Spice Father, y'all.
Also the hero. That's good. I wasn't too far behind each other, you two.
Yeah.
What is
Spice is
what is
still,
Astro looking
deafened.
for?
You need to yell at him to undeafen.
So confused, Astro. You have every item.
Wait, what, is she still checking chests?
Yeah, she's not
Is
even
she
going to
missing
do
a
what?
small key or something for Tail Cave, and she can't get to the boss? I'm really confused.
The tail cave small keys were really early in the seed.
I think she
shouldn't
has
be
all
missing
of
those.
them though. Like,
What is she looking for?
I don't know. Did she want this?
Maybe
I think I had like 13 shells. I don't know how she got all 20.
Spice also got all
Spice had
20. And
20 a
okay,
while
the
ago.
Spice did not get because I was worried about this. Because the meme template. Oh, okay. So it showed up later.
Oh, it's there.
It's there. I was worried about it.
And now the egg is blessed by the glory that is the GDQ Hotfix.
You know, it's funny. Usually folks finish way after the estimate here because this is random number generation and they usually get the worst seeds possible. So that's really good. I wasn't going to tell you all that because then no one would ever want to be on the show, but that's what happens a lot here.
We
Well,
have banned people from generating seeds because it is not okay.
Specifically, we banned Matt from generating our seeds.
We've also banned Geocom for generating seeds.
Look, it's perfectly fine if I generate seeds. They just can't be for Link's Awakening. I'm only allowed to generate seeds for Pokemon.
That's fair.
That's true. The last two Pokemon seeds that you generated, I started off with the Snorlax with Strength and Cross Chop, and then a Salamence. So, you know, I'm okay with those seeds.
They're
I
great.
didn't check any shovel checks at all, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. I mean, Spice was like the only person who did shovel checks because they... Astro, you have one small key, and One, I can see it on your start
Ready.
menu. What are you looking for?
You only need
Nothing.
one.
Astro's looking for content.
Is she gonna full clear the seed? Is that her plan? Full clear and her estimate?
No.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, it's possible. No, I think it is.
It's possible if you get some very, very big luck.
Oh no, man.
What?
Hello.
Hello, Spice.
Guys,
hello.
GG.
GG.
Thank you.
You did it.
Egg hero.
You
How does it
woke
feel
the
getting
GDQ
second,
Hotfix
right?
from its long slumber.
It feels a lot more different from the last place I was expecting.
The DNF. Unfortunately, Spice, I'm sorry to say that you are disqualified.
Thank you.
Yeah, you went out of bounds twice. I watched it.
What? When?
When you were trying to get across to D4 in the
That's
end.
not out of bounds.
Aren't
first
you
one
going
apparently
out of
was.
bounds?
Wait, did
No,
you
it's
just jump
not.
that people used to do, but then was banned?
You're allowed to stand on the walls there.
I don't
No,
know.
you're transitioning.
Out of bounds.
I didn't transition.
Oh, then yeah, it's fine.
I just did the unclipped super jump to get past the rock.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I-
not the corner, but the
The
part
whole
where
the whole 3 pixels into a wall thing is actually
You-
isn't really true. It's
Yeah,
more
that's-
complicated than that.
it's
That's just a simplification from Bullets. There's all
Right,
that
it's-
shenanigans with naturally accessible tiles and
Right, it's like,
Yeah.
and then tiles surrounded by other walkable tiles versus other solid tiles. There's a
So-
lot of
why
shenanigans.
can't you just let us
So
DQ
for everyone
Spice
in
and
chat-
peace?
What we're doing right now is one of the moderators for Link's Awakening justifying going out of bounds.
justifying what the actual rules are, Phantom.
No, the entire point of our out of bounds rules is that it's convoluted enough, and it's just so we can play the video game.
Yeah, Don't-
Hand waving.
don't
Don't
think
cite
about
the
it.
rules to me. I was there when they were written.
Spice rewrite. Yeah, you were there when they were written because you rewrote them in your favor.
No, the rules are like from Seabass, so they existed well before I started. But
Lots of
I think-
CBAS shoutouts.
yeah,
Seabass
shout out
is
to
in
Seabass.
here.
Seabass is in chat.
Oh, Seabass.
Dude,
Seabass is
CBAS.
in here.
What's
yeah.
up?
Cliff,
What's up,
what?
dude?
No,
Also
Astro, what are you
Seabass.
looking-
What is
To
what
quote
is going on?
CBAS. Oh no.
Oh, and
Second
quote
sword.
Seabass. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. I've never heard someone so sad.
Astro, just finish. Finish it.
Astro, you're go mode.
Stop.
Is it a hit if we tell Astro they're in go mode? Like, I don't
No.
So
know.
what is she
Say it.
actually
We have to
doing?
watch-
We
I
don't
don't
know. She has everything she needs to finish the seed.
Meanwhile, Muffins, while we've been just neglecting their
Yeah,
side, is he's in the
Yeah,
egg.
he's in the
What?
egg, man. He's fighting Aghanim.
Like, I'm trying to figure out exactly what Astro was looking for the past ever. They're gonna
Is
go
she just
check
doing every
Villa.
shovel thing just for fun? Well, she's gonna get a nice heart container here.
Yeah, you were the only person who really did shovel checks because you did that early D8 dip.
Early D8 was
That's a
awesome.
bad play. I'm sorry.
Why?
Yeah,
Getting
No,
up there.
it's a good play. I'm just bad, so it didn't work out.
Okay, so the item that you were missing was locked behind D. Like both of the items you were missing at the time were locked behind D8 or enter D8.
Honestly,
Slippers and boots, and you need them to get into D8 and lock it.
oh yeah. Well, the
That's
thing
alright.
is, D8 is you have a warp point in it, so you can get back to it very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to make the check there anyway, so it's not really that far out of the way.
Yeah, that's why I kind of justified going there, even though I mean, like, I could full clear it at the time I went,
You didn't have the boss gate.
except for the boss. I got every chest there.
Yeah.
I even remember that one I forgot in practice.
I even called you out on it. I'm like, I really hope that you go there.
Hey,
Where
guess
was
what? I
the,
remember the
where was the-
D6 potion.
Where was the
What
what?
was the what?
The bow. Where's the bow? I never got that.
D6 boss key.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I go moded D6.
Yeah, you were go mode the second you picked up. Somewhere in D7 you were go mode.
Yeah, that's such a shame getting bow so late in the seed. It's like, okay, cool, I don't need you.
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
Astro, what were you missing?
Astro.
Remembering to go
did it.
here.
Also, while it's on my mind, Spice, would you like to tell us where folks can find you and what you like to stream?
Honestly, don't find me, but if you want to, my Twitch is SpiceFather. I mostly stream random game races, games that I've never heard of even at this point. So yeah, if you want to do that, then come watch me, and then go watch other people because they're better.
Go watch the stream so you can listen to Alpha yell at him, and then Spice yelling at Alpha back. It's very entertaining. Not for them. For us.
Look, at
Me
some point
yelling
we
at
have to
other
think of the
people is
audience.
usually just how it goes.
All right, is that
Astro, the widescreen of shame.
Howdy.
Yo, congrats, Muffin.
GG.
GG.
Yeah. Woo. I had some a lot bolder plays than I expected.
I mean,
And it really kicked me in the end.
you had sword first.
I did have sword first, but I also for whatever reason beeline to Moldorm, and I passed by the hook shot.
Yes.
Ooh.
I was so worried you had written it off or had clicked too many times on the tracker and thought that, you didn't have it. So you missing hookshot was something I was
Yeah,
really
that was the
concerned
key
about.
to the entire seed, the hookshot and D1 right there. And I scoured the map trying to find it until just before the first break. Literally like 5 seconds before, in the countdown, right before the
Yeah,
first break, I opened the chest and I just took a big long sigh and it's like, all right, I'm not winning this race.
Okay.
Astro in chat, I may or may not have lost over 15 minutes to not paying attention to my
Astro was looking for the D1 boss key for the past, was
15
like
minutes.
barely behind Spice. Only
10
had
minutes,
1.
15 minutes, something like that.
Oof.
That's vicious. Oh my goodness.
Was she ahead of me at that point? Or
No,
wait.
everyone was
Oh.
grossly behind you.
Okay.
You had flippers
Wow.
and hookshot before everyone else, so you were ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
Flippers was,
Spice
where was
got
Flippers
flipped.
again?
Spice,
Flippers was
Jack.
in
Flippers was in Ghost House.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Spice
checked
did
that
not
first thing.
check Ghost House. I was wondering if they didn't realize that was a check that they could make.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm like kind of in. I don't play enough rando, so I'm like sort of still on saver mode. So I
True.
Oh yeah.
like they did it. They did an amazing job on this randomizer, like baking all the items into their proper drop locations. Whereas savers for like some of the items that just appear on the ground, they don't get randomized. So I just assume that is still seashell sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, is that? I don't know, but yeah, like savers is if you're doing entrance rando or boss shuffle, which
Yeah.
is a whole
Oh, yeah.
thing that Dade is still working on because the boss drops don't quite work, or even boss like duplications. You can fight Moldorm like 6 times in the same seed. You can
Yeah.
fight
That's fun.
Facade in D4 and cry.
I did see an excellent glitch earlier today from Xander doing a boss shovel seed, and he got Genie in Dungeon 7, and it caused him to get a glitched item in his inventory.
Oh yeah.
So it's not quite there yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think my
it's-
favorite is. Oh yeah, they're good.
Yeah, Rando is just it's still being developed actively. There's a stable version 0.8 that is pretty much free of most bugs.
Yeah.
And the latest has a bunch of new features, which is really cool. But you're not going to guarantee that you'll be able to finish the seed in case you find bugs.
Yeah, well,
But honestly, Dade is really active in developing it. So you report it, and he fixes it like the next day. Within
That
the next
day,
week.
yeah.
It's crazy.
And I mean, the source code is on GitHub, so if there's any
That too.
developers out there, if you're looking to contribute, go right ahead. Like,
Yeah, by all
I mean,
means.
don't
the more
yeah,
the
it's
merrier.
written in
steamroll in, but
mostly Python, which is really
Oh,
interesting to have a randomizer in Python.
While it's on my mind, Muffin, did you want to talk about your stream real quick and what else you do besides LADX?
That's a little hard question because I only can really play LADX online.
Oh, really? All right.
Okay, I'm not live often if I'm being real. However, when I am live, 90% of the time, it's this rando.
Hey.
I just very much enjoy it, and if you want to see more of it, feel free to tune into my stream.
I hope Astro does not die here.
I hope not too. Okay.
Fine.
I was a little worried. Defil can just not open his eye.
Yeah.
does she have a potion still?
I don't know.
I had to double check to make sure I
I had
pushed it.
so
I
many
think
po-
half heart. That was
Yeah.
interesting.
That's Astro done.
GG
I don't think
to
anybody
Astro.
died during
Oh,
this
geez.
random.
When
Astro, you
did
have to
we get the
explain me
D1
there.
nightmare? Well,
Yeah,
when did we get that? When
Uh,
was
D6.
D6 or D, 8 or something.
I got it
don't know.
early.
The nightmare key, because I swear it was not in my menu for like half of that.
I got it in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Was it the chain, the pit guy in Kennelet?
I
No, I didn't
rem-
check that. I didn't have sword at the time. I didn't check that guy.
No,
Hit guy.
I think it was in D2. I think it was like one of the first chests in D2.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
that could be it.
Because I returned to D2 and there was nothing.
Yeah, because you had it the whole time.
I mean, shout out to-
Apparently,
We were like, is he trying to full clear the seed just for content? We weren't sure what you were
To be
doing.
fair, I was going to try to do that, and then I backed out on it. And then I saw you probably knew exactly when I realized I had the key.
I wonder if it's
Yeah,
our
but when you
mental
typed in,
projection.
I may or may not have lost over 15 minutes not paying attention to my menu.
Okay,
Dude, Muffin
my
didn't die
first
either. Muffin
mistake
got
was
your
not
ending.
getting the hook shot.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
full.
Oh yeah, I got
I think
that
we all
too.
got your ending.
Muffins.
Spice, did you die?
No.
A couple
I-
of them- Oh, go ahead.
I died at one point, but I saved and quit like in the death animation, so it didn't count for one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
A couple of things before we wrap up here. Astro, if you would like to introduce yourself and let folks know where to find you, as well as what you stream.
Yeah, so I'm Astronomus. I am an LADX runner. I don't stream as much these days just because I've been, focusing on grinding offline, but I do stream occasionally. And it's Astronomus. And then on YouTube, I have 2 world record history videos for the no save and quit category and the any % unrestricted category for LADX.
They're really good videos.
So yeah, I'm on there, and then I'm on Twitter at Astronomus. It's all the same spelling, everything.
Definitely go watch those history videos, by the way. If
Oh,
you're
yeah, they're
like
so
summoning
good.
salt type
They're
thing.
so well done.
Yeah, like very, very summoning salt-esque. And it's very entertaining. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
So, any last minute shout outs as well before we wrap up here from the community?
Definitely to Dade for making the randomizer. That's
100%.
for sure.
And thanks to Saber for the original randomizer. Wouldn't be in this state without you.
And probably shout out to Dade for the randomizer also.
Yeah, shout outs to Dade.
You can't shout them out enough. They've done such a great job.
Honestly.
Yeah, but also shout outs to Dade for the seed.
Oh gosh, Dave. Yeah, they also vetted the feed for us, and oh god, some of the locations, like the feather. Everybody remember where the feather was?
Oh yeah, I got feather and the right side, bottom right, and I got that so early. I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. I'm so
Yeah, I
far
got that
ahead.
early too.
Oh,
I'm like, let's go. And then,
No, when you have I got flippers early, so when you have
Yeah.
that, it's just like I feel like desert is just kind of a no-brainer. There's a bunch of checks there.
I remember making a point saying I had a seed that started off with hookshot, bracelet, and flippers, and that was terrible. And those were the 3 items everybody started off with, more or less. Oh, what a seed!
Well, I would like to take the time to thank again everyone who is involved in the LADX community. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you all for organizing this. This was so much fun, and I had never seen this before, and I had a really great time with y'all. I appreciate your time and work that you put into this.
So
I
when are
will
we
just say,
expecting you to race one of these guys?
What's up?
Are we gonna expect you to race one of these?
Oh,
man.
I'll do Zelda 1. I will play Zelda 1 on here at some point, I assure you. This might take a little more time, but I will do Zelda 1 here at some point to play randomizers myself, I assure you.
Hey, Skybilz, if you do ever want to, we have a really great Discord community that if anyone wants to join to learn.
we
I
also
highly
have
recommend.
a guide by Xander.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a guide. If you're interested in speeding the game, there's a guide.
Yep.
And
All
I think
easy to access
Dragon
on our
has
speedrun
a-
page.
and Dragon has a document of like rando tips, I think, as well.
I do. I made that.
Thank
you. do.
Tips are insane.
Oh, sorry, Dragon.
All right, well, with that being said, again, that does it for the show. However, before we leave, remember that Random Number Generation GDQ Hotfix is brought to you by viewers like you. Your subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support our weekly Hotfix content. Thank you so much for supporting our shows. So, coming up tomorrow, you will hear my voice yet again. I have my other show coming up, Mercy Kill, and I am going to have the Blacktastic on for some runs that are so old, videos don't exist for them. There's going to be Mega Man 2 and Shovel Knight, and of course Castlevania 4. We can't have Bobby on without having Castlevania 4. So that's again the Blacktastic of Super Boss Brothers fame going to be on here tomorrow for Mercy Kill. And then we also will have a never before seen Valentine's Day themed episode right after that. So again, tomorrow night, this will be your place to be, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. And as for the RNG 2 weeks from now, we will be having some RNG adjacent content. We talk about that, how it's not all randomizers. Sometimes we do adjacent content. We'll be having the Road to Moman featuring I Eat Your Pie and Spike Vegeta doing Forbidden Memories in that 5-card variant. So if you like, quote unquote, bad games, there is a real gem of a game coming up in 2 weeks. And of course, Pie and Spike always bring the hype with them. So again, that will be in 2 weeks as well. And that does it for Random Number Generation. I'm Skybilz. On behalf of GDQ Hotfix, thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow evening for Mercy Kill. Take care, y'all.